Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargames Terrain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is a painting video. Now again, this model was one of the models that were voted on for the Monday painting video, but it didn't win. But I did the one yesterday. Again, this one didn't win, but I painted him up anyway. So I'm going to get this one done today. And then the ones for today's painting video will be done as well. So I'm still waiting for 10th edition to arrive up, hopefully today. So for all my regulars here, guys, I feel love, thank you very much. I'll see you in a minute. So someone says, what is this? This is a Warlock on a Skyrunner. The Skyrunner is the bike he's on. This is a very nice model. I'm going to have to give it a dust tank, so it's been sitting there for a little while. Got some nice detail on it, but I don't want to paint the jet bike itself. So the Skyrunner. These used to be jet bikes. But I just want to pick out certain details on it. So I'm still contemplating what to do. But anyway, I'm going to set my wet palette up and I'll come back to you then. Right, so out of the way. So with this model, so I don't want to go too over the top on the jet bike or the Skyrunner. To me, the points of interest of this model, the Skyrunner is a big piece of it, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to be trying to paint a smooth surface like this, in all honesty. But for me, the points of interest are the runes on the front. Bring this down so you can see the runes on the front, the guy himself, his robes and all that, but there's little details like the pouch on the back, these little bits, there's little dorsal fin bits. So I don't know, it's a little bit of thinking there. But anyway, my wet palette to start with, I have Youth and Grey, which is my go-to colour now, Retributive Armour, some White Scars, some Rhinox Hide and some Lead Belcher for the minute. So the first thing I'm going to start with, I'm actually going to start with some Youth and Grey. I'm going to come in and get his robes. That's what I'm going to get, all of his robes. Let's get them looking nice, ready for the next stage. I'm going to crack on with that off camera and come back to you again. And that looks pretty cool the way it is. So the next thing I'm going to do, and I should have done this first actually, is come in with some Rhinox Hide and get the little pouches. I should have done this first, but it doesn't matter. Another pouch on the side of it there. It looks like one. Right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to come in with some Lead Belcher. I'm going to pick out all the little sear stones. Actually, I need to change brush for this. I don't want to get any on there. I'll try and avoid the black work, the blackness of the bike if I can. Actually, no, it doesn't matter actually. Because what I'm going to do next, it just means it's going to add to it. Right, so here's where we're at. Now some people are looking and go, oh, you made a mistake there. No, that's intentional. I've just got, that's why I switched to this brush, the nice small brush, and then I said, no, let me go back and do with the big brush because then I can get those little bits. And I did the tip of that. I did this bit and this bit underneath. So the next thing I'm going to go to is Retributor armor. Now this is, I'm onto the small brush now, so I'm going to paint this whole panel Retributor armor, and all of this coming down here. There are a few bits, like his chest piece, for example. I think that's it. Actually, I might get some of his little displays in there. He's got a few little displays in there. I might just tickle those with some gold just to give them a bit of brightness on them. So here we are. Now I keep finding little details that I missed. I didn't realise he had little bangles on his wrist and a little symbol hanging off there. A bit of gold on there just to break the spear up a little bit. I didn't realise he had soul things on his shod pads as well. So they're all got now. There's leather seat exposed, so I just painted some of the Warlock side on that as well. So that's where we're at now. So what I'm going to do now is go with the craziness now. I'm going to try out, where did I put it now? Did I put it back in here? I did. I'm going to try, go to contrast paint. I'm going to try Griffin Hound Orange. Now I don't know what this looks like, what way it comes out, but if you don't experiment with things, you're never going to know. If I experiment with it and it looks rubbish, then you know the base colour of that and that don't go together. If it turns out fantastic, I give myself a pat on the back. So I'm going to go Griffin Hound Orange, and I'm going to come in and paint the cloak. Initial force of this colour, I'm not too sure on it, to be honest. We're going to go off camera and do the rest. Come back to you again. And actually, I really like that. It's a nice colour. It's still wet a little bit, but anyway, now I'm going to come with Aeldari Blue contrast paint, and this is going to be for all these gemstones. Yeah, so you see, because I went over a little bit with the silver, it means that's going to give it a sort of glow effect. I don't panic either, because with the black, if I miss, it doesn't look that great, it's just black, it covers it up nice and easy. Some people say, what about the staff? The tip of staff. No, don't worry about that, there's something else with that. Some good old Aeldari emerald. I'm going to leave this dry for a little while and come back for the next colour. So the next thing for me to do, I'm going to take some white scars. I'm going to come in and paint his face. The white skies is a lead paint, so it'll go on bright and dull itself down. Probably need a couple of coats to bring it up to the nice level that I want it. Don't panic, I'm not going to sit here and just film myself doing a couple of coats on it, because I missed a few shinies on the side of his head there. What I am going to do is take us water down a little bit more of that my scars. Yeah, like that. Very simple, because it's watered down, it's practically water. So it just goes into the hole so much easier. Yeah, of course it does. Apart from that time there, it's still fine. We're still winning. That's not quite as good as the other one, but it's still good enough. And all I done was water that down, the white scars down even more on the wet palette. But don't get me wrong, when that dries off, it's going to dull right down. So I might have to do it a couple more times, may not. Hopefully I don't need to, because that's pretty straightforward. So I'm just going to get the Telatar blue on the side of his helmet that I missed, and then we'll come back for the last bits. Right, so for all intents and purposes, this lad is about ready. But for all my regulars here, they know what's coming next. For everyone that's new, now we take it beyond battle ready standards. I don't think I did that with the one yesterday, but anyway. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've got moot green on the wet palette. I'm going to water it down a little bit more. I'm going to come in and I want to get along the edge here. So all I want is that edge. Get a little bit on that gem. Okay. And let it dry. So we'll go to the next stage on that afterwards. I've got some Lothern blue. Again, I'm going to water this down a little bit more on the wet palette. I'm going to come in. I'm just going to do a little dab inside all of these gems. Just to make them pop off even more. But you can do the same thing I've done here, but instead of using the blue for the gems, you use green, the Aeldari Emerald, and just into the green on top of it like that. It'll work the same way. Should I do the same thing underneath? I don't know. You're not really going to see that. I don't know. I'll come back to that maybe. Or maybe I'll do it again off camera and see him do that. Right. Now we're going to take some Trollstar orange. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to take some Still decent drab. I'm going to come in and just try and edge too much. That's actually a gem there that I've missed. Not a big issue, because I can just repeat the same process again. Now I'm going to come with some Troll Slayer Orange. And what I'm going to do, see that little bit there I missed? I'm going to bring that in there, just to lighten up a little bit. Also now what I'm going to try to do is just edge highlight everything. All these raised little areas. Now Troll Slayer Orange is a layer paint, so it will go on bright and dull itself down. So you can probably get away with a couple of different layers on it. I'm going to go camera on camera with layering it up. Now, one last thing to do, some Niblet Green. Now this is a dry paint, so anyone that's not used a dry paint before, this is what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like just like goo. But as soon as you put a brush to it, it's very soft. Yeah, so I'm going to take some of that, brush it off onto a bit of tissue to give me my desired effect. I'm going to come along and just dry brushing, but the edge. Okay. Very, very easy, very simple. You have an amazing looking weapon. So that's this guy done. So thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel, guys, hit the subscribe button. It costs you absolutely nothing and helps the channel out in a massive, massive way. And turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything I produce. For all my regulars here, guys, just watch every single video and comments on the videos and everything else, guys. I love you all so much. It means so much to me that you're here. Everyone, please smash the thumbs up button on this video. That triggers YouTube to share this with more people, to make this lovely community grow even more. So there's 2 down out of 3. Hopefully I'll have time to get the other guys done. So you've squad of 5 people. And I need to check the codex, see if they can have a Mark or Chaos on there. I'm sure they can. Anyway. And hit the buttons for me, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take it easy.